All right, storm specialist Carl Parker taking a look at how lightning can behave, essentially, as it relates to thunder.
I love lightning. Do you love lightning?
Scared of it.
Yes.
But I love it.
I love to watch it, you know, and sometimes I'll go outside if it's a little ways away. I try to be careful about it because how stupid would that be? You know, meteorologists killed by lightning while watching lightning.
Should know better.
But, you know, it's fascinating. It's so interesting. You know, I'll talk to kids groups and I'll ask them, how thick do you think it is? You know that it can be miles long, but how thick do you think it is? And the answer that I get most frequently, 6 inches or a foot. Something like that.
I mean, when you look at it in the distance and the glow of it makes it look like it's feet across.
Yes, it does. And photographs make it appear that way too, because the iris can't really handle the brightness of it. But lightning is actually about that thick, generally speaking, about as thick as a pen or a pencil. And it's incredibly hot. It's 50,000 degrees. And so what happens is, as it strikes, it heats that air that's right around the lightning channel rapidly, really, really rapidly. The air essentially explodes around that lightning channel, and as it explodes, that creates a shock wave, and that shock wave is then the thunder.
That's what we hear.
That is what we hear, exactly. Now, there's a process to lightning, and what happens is initially there's something called a stepped leader that comes down, and this stepped leader is looking for a path. It's trying to find a way to get down to the ground, and eventually, when that stepped leader finds that path, then kapow, that is the main return stroke. That's the biggest part of the lightning that we see and we hear. So I think what's happening when you're very close to thunder and you hear a ch-ch, and then you hear the big bang, I think you're hearing these stepped leaders first.
It's kind of little crackles.
Little crackles, exactly right. And then you hear the big bang that comes right to you. And if you think about lightning hitting the ground, that part of it is going to be closest to you, but the part of the lightning that's way up here near the bottom of the cloud and in the cloud is going to be farther away from you. So the sound waves coming off of that part of the lightning as they are coming down to the ground towards you are expanding. They're getting farther and farther apart. And so as they're expanding, the sound is getting lower. It's becoming more of a rumble. And then those lower sound waves are also bouncing off of things, different parts of the ground and buildings and what have you. And that's how we hear that rumbling. And then you've got lightning that's way up and into the cloud, intra-cloud lightning or anvil crawlers, and that too creates that rumbling. So that's why you have that crack followed by that trailing off and then that rumble that fades off for quite some time.
All right, very interesting stuff. Cool. Storm specialist Carl Parker, thank you so much.